Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Yeah. Hey, y'all know what time it is, man. Let's go in. Hey, this is Face the Music, where we take the music, break it down, turn around a different take on the music. We gon' clown down and act the fool, something stupid. So happy, Charlie Trouble, this how we do it.
Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
America.
Hello.
I'll let you slide this time.
Appreciate it. Welcome to Face
Face
the
the
Music.
Music.
This show where we take your favorite song lyrics,
Yeah.
break them shits down,
Yeah, what we do.
throw them back in your face,
Pew, pew.
and make you
Face
face
the
the music.
music.
I am your host, Willie So, and to my right we have,
It's your girl, Miss Happy. You already know.
and sitting in his correct seat for once is...
You're in trouble, man. So
Just
here this week.
having trouble with that libation there too.
I'll
Look
sit
like
here this week. We'll see where I sit at next week.
right, it's gonna move.
It's attendance based.
Next thing, this motherfucker's gonna be
Uh-huh.
on
Uh-huh.
Musical chairs in this one.
Right.
remote location from 7 Mile.
You ever seen that that movie Seat Filler?
Uh-huh.
What was that with Dwayne Martin and
Was it? Yeah,
Was
Dwayne
it-
Martin. Whatever
That's
his
me.
name is.
Seat
Yeah.
Filler? Filling
Yeah.
in space and shit.
Nah. Also, the man behind the boards, Black Mark. What's happening?
Hi, Black Mark.
Same old shit in the toilet. How you doing tonight, family?
Everything is everything, man. Hanging on, holding out. That's all. I'm on some real chill shit today. I ain't even rah about it today.
I'm so glad.
I'm sure y'all gonna say some shit to turn me up. But,
Of course.
you know, we'll give it a second.
I'm not. I'm gonna
That's
behave
delicious.
myself.
No, you're not.
Meanwhile, what's been going on in y'all worlds past 48, 72 hours?
Well, no, okay. So I went to a movie premiere. I'm gonna do everything light.
Okay.
I've had some bad stuff, but we're gonna do everything light. Movie. I went to a movie premiere. I've seen my dance partner. She played in a movie. Jay McClane's.
I saw that online.
Yeah. What about Christmas?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
actually a pretty nice movie, so that was pretty dope.
Shout out Jay McClane, or as I affectionately refer to her, Boss Lady.
Boss lady, yes,
What up,
she is
though?
boss lady, and it was good to see a lot of the people we've worked with before just
Right? It was at
out supporting.
the joint in Southwest on Michigan.
Yep, the Senate.
The Senate
Yep.
Theater. Shout out
Yep.
to Senate Theater doing all of the indie movie premieres. Gotta love it.
Why y'all niggas ain't invite me?
Well, I didn't get an invite. I didn't.
I don't never. They'll never let me go to none of the movie shit.
I don't invite me to none of the reindeer games either,
I
man.
want to go to some random events.
Well,
I want to
Black
go to
Mark,
movie premiere.
Black Mark, I'm sure.
I will-
I own
we
a
could-
suit.
We could
or
definitely
two.
cordially invite you, but this nigga gonna get us kicked out. we,
Y'all ain't even gotta say y'all with me. Just
You
let me
know,
come.
I assume
cannot
that when he
not.
shows up, also will the fire marshal.
I'll
That's-
slowly trail behind y'all like a shadow and shit. I won't say nothing.
What was your weekend about, Trouble?
Man, I've been working like a slave. I ain't gonna lie to you. Getting ready for this, ready to get this Christmas shit over with.
Yeah,
Man, I am the Scrooge when it come to this
by
shit. boy.
humbug, huh?
For real, I'm sick of the songs. I'm sick of the crowds. I'm sick of the people. I'm
Dig.
sick of spending money.
I dig.
I'm wrapping gifts. And,
Dig it all. And you got the youngin' too, so you got to do all of the pomp and circumstance.
Man, gotta go keep up with this Santa Claus act and all this bullshit. But it's keeping them in line though. It's easy
Oh,
to
for
be like,
sure.
oh, you want me to call Santa Claus?
Oh, for
Nigga,
sure.
Tighten up real quick.
That is the
Daddy, don't do that, Daddy.
best lie ever told.
It's so funny because I never did that.
That's the only reason why I ain't told him that Santa Claus ain't real is because okay, Daddy, okay.
You want to know what pissed me off? Here's what pissed me off about it. I was all set when my baby was little. I was all set to go ahead and let the lie fly, right? her mama fucked it up. And I remember distinctly, my daughter was probably about 5. And if y'all think I'll be on some asshole shit, that's a little me.
Oh.
She said something. I was like, well, what you want from Santa Claus this year? Dad, Santa Claus isn't real. I already know. I'm like, God damn it, who the hell fucked it up?
Yeah. I just had this conversation with my big cousin yesterday.
What's up, people?
He already told his kids. He was like, man, my kids. I told him that shit a long time ago because he felt like it made him more appreciative. Was his point? Because now he'd be like, what y'all want for Christmas? And they'd be like, Daddy, whatever you get, we appreciate it. Kind of shit. But I was like, well, my little dude. Only reason I like his innocence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's the
I like
thing
that
for
little.
me.
Yeah.
I mean, the world gonna fuck him up soon
Yeah,
enough.
in due time. In due time.
Let
him be a little kid.
Let
man.
him be
Go
a
have
kid.
fun, dog.
You know, I know this shit ain't real.
I don't
know this
either.
shit ain't
I don't
real.
believe it. I don't celebrate holidays or none of that shit. But you know,
I mean,
this
it's
one for the kids.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's for the kids.
I have a Christmas tree only because of my son. Other than that, I'm not putting up anything.
Man,
I'm not doing that.
I
Like
don't
what?
get into none of that shit. I don't
No.
celebrate shit.
I now this year more than ever. I've really been side eyeing motherfuckers with the Christmas spirit. I'm not in it.
Me either.
I'm not in it
I'm
at
not
all.
side eyeing. Like,
either.
I'm just not going to be doing all that.
I
extra
slapped the shit
decoration.
out of a Christmas caroler.
Let's say hello. Let's say hello to
Oh,
all
did you
of
see
our.
the video of the girl of the drunk people that went viral? They was
Oh
it was
man,
they
on
was
the west
Christmas
side,
caroling,
the ho ho ho's.
yeah. They was like
on 7 Mile of Southfield, man. All the little scantily clad elves.
Okay.
Yeah, they was caroling on 7 Mile of Southfield, looking like they was ready to go to Truth afterwards.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
yeah. They was
Wow.
it was them. It was another group of motherfuckers too. They was just some drunk ass adults.
Oh,
and they would
was
knock
they?
on the door and then they would start singing like they be like 1, 2, 3. This wet ass pussy. Like they was singing like dumbass songs. They wasn't singing
Hell
Christmas
no.
carols,
Hell
but
no.
they was knocking on random
Was that
niggas.
in the D?
Yeah, it was,
Oh,
it was a group of maybe like 8 grown ass, drunk ass adults. They all had red cups, and they were just randomly knocking. And then they like, "We want to sing you a Christmas carol," and then some of them started twerking and everything. It was
Ain't
funny,
that
the
a
motherfucker.
bitch.
That's crazy.
Happy tap
what's
in for
going-
all of our people on Facebook and YouTube. Man.
Yeah, so all of our people on the YouTube, I'm hollering out YouTube. Legacy Flavors, what up, though? Ballroom Dre, what up, though? Mr. Moral Support, what up, though? Mr. Moral Support said, I see my chair empty.
Mm-hmm.
Ballroom Dre.
Just
temporary.
Can you
Dre.
say it? Can you say it?
I can't. Ballroom Dre says, looks like Charlie's late again.
Yep,
Yeah.
her.
Ballroom Dre also said he agreed with you, Trouble. He's sick of it, too.
Me too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tired
What up,
of
though,
it, man.
Marcy?
Marcy.
Hi, Marcy. Is Marcy home yet?
I don't know.
From Facebook jail?
Yeah, she on Facebook.
Yeah, she's out of Facebook jail now. She's finally
Nice.
out of Facebook jail.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're
Welcome.
gonna see if we can keep her out for the rest of the year, though.
I'm
feel
trying
me?
to stay out for the rest of the year,
Mark
too.
B. Zuckerberg in her.
Yeah.
You be Zuckerberging the shit out of her.
Yeah.
white-
Zuckerberg be zucking her.
He's
boy.
Zuckerberg.
You know,
Hey, it's Boosie.
Yeah.
That's Boosie called.
that
Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuck.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
But you know what, though?
Big Zuck.
Speaking of what, something that's interesting to me. Speaking of fathers and their children, I need y'all to answer some shit for me because I don't really be giving a fuck about the stuff that I be seeing on social media, but it is sort of interesting. What the hell is going on with Little Romeo teeing off on P?
Man,
What's that about?
That shit hurt my soul.
I
ain't
don't
gonna
know.
lie.
I don't
Didn't he get his?
understand
Didn't he get his little nigga a whole ass record label?
Nah. That Romeo basically was saying in so many words that shit ain't play out. It ain't been playing out the way that
What is y'all looking for? That's not her, man.
Okay, I was gonna say because I know I was gonna say, I didn't like it. But he was basically saying shit ain't play out how it's been playing. Like even with the Rap Snacks shit, he was saying since in 15 years he just now about to get his first check with the Rap Snacks thing. Like he was never paid for it, and it was just stupid, man. I don't like that they took it. Neither one of them took it to social media. You know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, it was stupid. All in all, but what it is, I really think it's just a family that's grieving. They just lost Master P
his
lost his daughter.
Yeah.
You know, so they just kind of going through it emotionally. You know, and they spilling over. It kind of happened like that though.
Yeah, but to keep it at home though. that shit-
But you know, in grief, that shit don't make sense to a
dig
lot of
that,
niggas.
man.
But
yeah.
see, Master, he said he didn't say anything initially. He had to come because people were coming for him because of all the things that Romeo was saying. So he made a statement, but he never really went off on Romeo. He just pretty much said he talking about I didn't do this, I didn't do that. Man, what else did you want me to do?
Yeah, it was different though. And then one of the things that Romeo said that I didn't like, he was like, he said some, yeah, your pride is always gonna be your ego and your pride is always gonna be what getting away. Mom was always right. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? You 30-something years old for you to be in here like, Mom was right about you. Like, it made me feel like somebody in his ear, like he not using his own brain, like he thinking with his own thoughts. Even Master P was like, you came with this whole new circle of people. You got your own little team. So maybe somebody in his ear talking to him like, bro, you ain't getting paid for them rap snacks. And,
somebody
some outside
always.
interference. Man, because them niggas was closer than butt cheeks.
I think that's the crazy thing about me. Like I said, I don't really pay attention to what gets said. I don't tweet. I'm rarely on Instagram. But you catch wind of stuff.
Yeah.
But the one thing that I've known over the years since Lil Romeo, nigga ain't Lil no more.
Facts.
But since he was a kid, he been under P wing.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
For everybody that wants to scream absent father, that's one thing you can't say about P.
Facts.
You
Facts.
can't, and I know that.
It initially started, I guess the gripe initially started when P came out and made that post about Twitch.
Yeah, DJ Twitch or something.
And he was just giving his condolences to Twitch, and Romeo bust out and said, well, damn, you did this with somebody that ain't even in our family that you don't even know. But when my sister was going through her mental situation, you didn't reach out to her. You was dogging her out during the time that she was going through her shit. She ended up killing herself, and you didn't even post about her like that. And then when P responded, then he came back out and talked about all of the the mistreatment of the business deals and shit like that.
Now I'm almost certain. I almost agree 100% with what you're saying. Somebody in his ear.
Yeah.
If you don't know me for real, you're not going to see me posting shit about my personals on social media. So that's that. Now, I don't know what the state of the relationship was between him and his daughter.
And then he got to talking about, and C Murder Node and Silk Node and everybody. Then he got to talking about all of his supposed shady business dealings, after his emotions came out about him not showing the support for his sister that he did for Twitch.
But we also know that none of that's the truth, because from day one, this is the man that legit every artist that he signed, and the nigga was putting out an album every 3 hours.
But that's what he was saying though. He was saying that you would pay everybody else, but he was like, when it came to me, you know what I'm saying, you didn't take care of me. He was saying that he would pay outsiders to protect his reputation so that people wouldn't be like Master P, one of them niggas that don't pay you. He acknowledged that. He was like, oh, you made sure you paid everybody else on the outside that you signed. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's probably some truth to it, but it's a lot of emotion in there, too. You know what I'm saying? And Buddy came out the wrong way about it. That wasn't the best way to handle it. You know what I'm saying? Especially with somebody like Master P, that's your pops, and y'all got a relationship like that. Yeah, you could pull up on him, talk to him. Nigga, you stayed in the backyard. He had bought the nigga a little mansion in his backyard. You stay in his backyard, nigga. Like,
he don't put
I was
you
trying
on
to figure out,
the whole life.
is this nigga broke?
That's what Romeo said. Romeo said P was broke.
What he was saying is, me and all my siblings are, living check to check.
Check to check. But if you can't afford to go to school.
But if you Google Romeo, he's worth $5 million.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, man.
That's like his assets. You got to sell them motherfuckers to get that 5. But that,
rich people problem.
Yeah, he he emotional.
So this is I feel like, as a parent, in this day and age, especially with social media being an accelerant, right? It's almost like you're damned if you do or damned if you don't in regards to providing a lifestyle or an environment for your child that prevents them from having to go through what you went through. Now they become enabled to the point where it's just like, you didn't,
they feel entitled.
You got to do everything for me now.
Yeah.
You did everything but this.
Yeah.
And it's, what?
Not the million times I told you yes, it's the one that I told you no, you had a problem with.
Right. I was going to say that should be a topic, because I feel, even looking at my son and my nieces and them, because I grew up in the city, they all went to suburban schools. They grow up in the suburbs. And certain things, I be looking at them like, why don't you? I'm like, dang, did we mess up?
It's a slippery slope
it's
to walk down.
It's such a slippery slope, yeah.
But I was just wondering about it, man. I mean, after all I said, I mean, let's file this under I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't really care. You know, that's rich nigga problems.
Yeah. I think also too, just real quick, I don't think it's a space that's safe for like parents and their kids on social media. Like I don't. I think it's so easy. It's so easy to misinterpret something, and it can create an issue.
Right.
I had to delete my mom off my social media. I don't even know why she attempted. She added me from like 3 pages. I'm like, why you got 3 pages?
When y'all hear me saying,
I don't think there's no space for it.
Social media should not be involved in your relationship. Yeah, that's any relationship.
Any relationship, even work relationships, not coworkers, not family. You know what I'm saying?
Social media is causing an issue between you and someone in real life.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
That's a fact.
You got to get rid of that.
It's too relevant.
But speaking of social media, fathers and their kids. Last thing, and this is I'm only saying this because I'm sort of transitioning into the topic for the night. We ain't really get to hit on it last week, but something I found intriguing was Lori Harvey and her non-disclosure agreement for the men that she dates. Can y'all please explain to me who in their right ass mind is gonna date a motherfucker that's gonna say you gotta sign here, here, and here before you date me, and if you tell, it's gonna cost you $1 million.
I would do it.
I would not.
I would do
it. I damn near feel like I gotta do that now.
Yeah.
Bro, that's too much.
I spank Lori Harvey though. I signed that contract.
That for Lori Harvey,
I'm not signing that contract.
I ain't gonna be your boyfriend though, cause she a thought.
I'm not signing that contract.
Because here's the thing though, you gotta understand because you're not a celebrity.
True.
Right? You're not somebody would attach themselves for the simple purpose of a come up.
And I'm probably making more out of it than it is because she's probably not the only one that has an NDA.
Yeah, all
Drake
of them do
got
it.
one.
I'm
all
sure.
Of them do it. Yeah,
so it's probably not really that big of a deal. I just found it interesting, and maybe I just found it interesting because it was Lori Harvey.
Just to tarnish your image, man.
Yeah, but
motherfuckers try to make you look bad.
Only thing is, Lori Harvey's only famous for being Steve Harvey's daughter
and getting her bun spanked.
I think that might be
waxed
the thing.
by the best of them.
Famous is famous.
He said by the best.
By the best of them.
Famous
it
is
ain't about
famous.
it. Like half of the people that's famous now don't have talent. They just famous for something that they did.
Hey, you know
you're
what?
not wrong.
That's the Paris Hilton and the Kardashian.
Yes,
hustle
sir.
right there.
Absolutely.
None of them bitches got no talent.
Kardashian.
They can suck a dick.
Anyway,
Boy,
man,
they suck some.
Fuck all of them until I'm
That's it,
famous.
though.
So fuck all of them until I'm
already
famous.
famous.
But let's get into the topic this week, man. America, if y'all been following on the socials, we've been talking about married
Living together versus getting married.
Living together, and that's the topic. Living together versus getting married. And I've seen a couple of videos, a couple of memes that got to talking about it that sort of kind of intrigued me. And the one thing that intrigued me the most was the fact that, well, it just doesn't seem like getting married is a popular, well, I ain't gonna say it's not a popular concept, but it's definitely a lot less popular than what it used to be. So we'll start out by asking a question, then I'm gonna go to the song of the week. What do you all think is the reason that marriage just isn't a popular concept? People are starting to lean towards, like, it's really, really the prevailing thing to do, living together. We just be in these long-term relationships. Why do you think that it shifted that way?
We still got common law. No, I'm playing.
I mean, common law is still a thing.
I'm playing.
Hey, it's still a thing, though.
I'm playing.
I'll just say I feel like the people who are married don't make it look glamorous.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Them niggas be miserable.
As hell.
Yeah, they be miserable. Cheating and shit.
They get married for the wrong reason.
Side
Like
kids,
us single
side
people,
families.
we've all been approached successfully a married person, right? So it gives you the impression that people that are single, people that are married or in relationships are more available to date than single people.
I feel attacked.
Yeah.
I
You
feel
should,
attacked.
and you should.
Hey, I think it's a lack of.
You're not wrong.
I said we all have. I
Yeah,
mean,
no,
you know,
I'm
we've
just
all-
fucking
we've
with
all
you,
been
but yeah,
approached-
you're right.
You know, we've all tried to approach and successfully approached a married woman or man,
Sure.
and you know, or vice versa. You know, a lot of women are approached by men who are already married, so it makes that woman feel
Yeah,
like.
I kind of felt
what
like I
the fuck?
had side chick written on my forehead for a moment. I'm like, nigga, you married? I'm like, if you don't get away from me.
I know I had. Well, I mean, it's
You had
all-
side nigga wrote on your head.
I know I had it. I
He has
penciled
the
it
side
in my
nigga
damn
contract.
self.
You wrote it yourself.
I
Huh?
Right,
penciled
he
it
got-
in my damn self.
He said
He
I
has
penciled
the
it in my
contract.
damn self.
He's
Like a-
the one that
like a
says
little
sign
etch-a-sketch.
here, sign here,
Right,
sign
Look
here.
at the sketch.
His theme song is it wasn't me.
Man, I think it's in my opinion, I think it's a lack of trust too, man. I think we live in a age where everybody is so desperate for attention. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that whole self-respect preserving, you know how like women back in the days used to like, you know, keep it together, keep like they leave something for you to want. You like, man, you had to wonder what she looked like naked. Like, man.
Yeah,
And nowadays, a lot of marriages are a competition, either a competition versus
Yeah.
other couples,
Yeah.
or a competition with the person that
Yeah,
you're with.
yeah,
And that's so
it's
weird.
too- it's just
Yeah.
it's influenced by too many outside, you know what I'm saying? Things like
And then-
it's not based on love and like
God forbid
Right.
you,
Structure,
God
yeah.
forbid you would try to keep it to yourself.
facts.
Right.
Because now it's like, oh, what you hide?
Well,
like everybody else
that's
got
how we-
everything else on social
That's
media.
how we.
Why
That's
don't
how.
you-
That's how we started the show off. You know, if you doing it for show and everything is so that you could post,
Is it real?
that shit's
Right.
not real. None of it's
Man.
real.
But then if you didn't post it, it didn't happen.
And if you didn't post it, now you ashamed and,
Right,
and you
right.
trying to
Or
hide
they say,
something.
yeah, they say if he's afraid to show your love, he's afraid to show your relationship because he's telling everybody else that he's single.
Right.
Like,
And
that's
that-
not what it is. I
that-
just
that
don't want
ain't gotta
everybody in
be-
my mix.
Everybody,
Correct.
everything
Yeah.
just ain't everybody's business.
Man.
Bottom line.
And it's so funny because like I show my dude on social media, but our business is not out there. You
Right.
just know
Right.
this
If you
my
got
nigga.
somebody.
Right. That's
You
it.
don't know what y'all going through.
Right.
You don't know that this nigga eats your booty, nothing like that shit. You don't know nothing, but everybody.
And for the record, happy,
you ain't say that when
we
he
don't
ate my
want to know that. We don't want to know that. Just,
So don't
just
tell us, Happy.
Don't tell us.
okay?
Please don't.
Save it for the traffic jam. we wanna know. We wanna know. That nigga look at that ass.
Nigga, that-
TMZ get a hold of that information and break the news. But okay, so
I mean, I could get paid.
Yeah,
nigga,
Mr. Moore support. Your seat is empty, and yeah, no Charlie again.
Yeah.
yeah, we gonna carry on though.
Still
America.
no Charlie Ray.
The Face the Music Song of the Week is a oldie but goodie because we really had to do some digging in the crates to find a song to match this topic this week. But the Face the Music Song of the Week is Barbara Mason.
We don't know her.
Shacking Up. Motown legend.
We don't know her.
Yeah, most people don't. But the song is dope. I suggest you hit your Spotify's and your YouTube Musics or whatever. Check it out. And for you young motherfuckers, shacking up is just an old nigga term for living
Y'all
together.
living together and
Y'all
y'all
fucking
ain't
in the
married.
same
And
house.
you're not married. Yeah.
Cheating in the next room.
So let's get to it, man.
What?
Let's. No, I want to ask this question.
Had an old person moment.
No, I did because I'm trying to figure out which
He was like,
which question.
Old fart.
You just couldn't let it go, could you?
You had a whole brain fart on air. What
Fine.
happened?
Fine. Here we are. Give me the pros of, say, since this is where we
Rachel.
at, give me the pros of living together versus being married, if you could think of them. If you could think of any.
Living together versus being married.
Versus being married.
It's almost like a trial marriage in a way.
It's a diet marriage.
Yeah.
Marriage light.
Yeah, it's
got one foot in, one
it's
foot out.
marriage with boundaries. It's a safety rope on it, if you will. It's like just like jumping off a cliff with a bungee cord.
But is that a plus though?
Hell yeah.
It gives you an experience. I mean,
Yeah,
because
'cause
you won't know somebody, not to cut you off until you really live with them, right?
Yeah. And
you know,
you hate to lock in and then find out
Oh, yeah,
after
that's
you
the
move
wrong-
in that you don't like that motherfucker.
yeah.
Because living with a motherfucker has a way of bringing out a person's flaws,
no doubt.
and character discrepancies.
But whether marriage or no marriage, if you're not living with them, aren't you still sort of kind of locked in? Just not as locked in, maybe.
No, because I think living with a motherfucker bring forth a whole different host of issues versus just you coming to my house. It's cute then when you can come to my house
Yeah.
and you got to go home.
Yeah.
But when you locked in with that motherfucker
No.
and you in there.
but what I'm saying
you
though,
in there with the bull.
But
But
what I'm
that's-
saying though,
that's
if
why-
you living with them, but you're not married, don't you still have to go through that? So is that really a pro of living with
You know
them
what?
versus?
I was thinking about it like dating versus. Okay, I might have thought of the question the wrong way.
No, I'm not, because dating and you at your spot, they at
Yeah,
their spot. That's
yeah,
one thing.
yeah.
I'm talking about y'all kicking at
Y'all
super
names
tough,
on the
and
lease.
y'all done decide to move in together. Her name on the lease, your
Right,
name on the
right.
lease. The only thing that's stopping y'all from
Is the legal binding
is
paperwork
the marriage
for the-
certificate. So is it really a pro that, I mean, this week in the when we had the conversation online, one of the comments that was brought up was, well, if you're not married, you can leave, but that's not necessarily true, because if we kicking it and we get a crib together, and I've actually seen friends go through this.
Right.
And then the relationship goes south. Y'all ain't together no more, but that lease is still
That
binding.
lease is still binding, and this is even if y'all not in a romantic relationship, even if you have a roommate, when you guys are signed that lease, that's still a legal document.
Yeah.
So what is the real reason why you're not getting married, but you want to live with the woman or man that you're with? To me, just stay separated, because at the end of the day, for me, I'm not gonna be on a job like my old job. I was doing assistant manager stuff, and I got to a point where I put in my notice. I'm like, look, because y'all not paying me, I don't get paid. I only get paid for what's
You
on.
don't get the benefits
Right,
for
I don't get
what
the-
you contribute.
Right. So why am I doing this? I'm trying to understand that.
Yeah.
Well, with regards to getting married, yeah, you get certain benefits in the event of, say, demise, life insurance, and things of that nature. But nowadays, you can set shit up to whoever you want to leave your shit to. You can leave your shit to them, and it might take a little bit more paperwork, but you can get it done.
So at the end of the day, like you said, what the hell is wrong with just getting married?
I'm put it to
I
you.
think-
it's more to unpack. It's more to untangle if things go left.
It's less messy in the event that shit goes left.
Yeah, I think
That's the only pro that I see.
Because you, like you said, you can all of the benefits per se of the wife or husband can be arranged in the time of death, right? As far as what goes to them, like them being your, their damn, I can't even think
Significant
of the word.
other?
Not the significant other, but their the person in charge of their estate and
Oh,
shit like
okay.
that. The person that you leave everything to, all that can be arranged without the legal document of marriage in place, right? But if you have that, it's a whole lot more to untangle,
Right.
And get rid, like
If it
even
goes left.
financially, right? You have to pay
Yeah.
money to get that undone if that comes.
Nah, the
It
crazy
don't cost that much to get unmarried unless you have a lot going on.
Oh yeah, it costs. I mean, even an annulment, you starting out at like $3,000, and that's
Well,
like
maybe
the bare
maybe because
minimum.
I got my divorce a long time ago. It didn't cost us that much. We we did this. I went that way. That nigga went that way, and we was good.
Well,
I guess it just depends on the mindset.
Yeah. I'll do it this way. Let's read some of these lyrics, because I just read something in here that really, really trips me out. Here go the lyrics. Living together, perfectly happy. Yeah, my man and me. People call me dirty. If true love is dirty, then throw some water on me. Guess it would be all right. Now, here's the crazy part, and this is going to lead to the next question. Guess it would be all right if we were married and we weren't in love. Like the girl who lives next door, I feel sorry for her. She got papers on a man that she hardly ever sees. I ain't got no papers on no man, but I got my man here with me.
See?
So here goes one of the pros, I guess, that people might see. Well, I'll be damned.
You ain't gotta do this every single time.
Every single
Mark,
time.
why you just do that? I heard it. Y'all ain't gotta do this every time. I'm sorry, y'all. I know y'all was talking, but I'm gonna tell y'all why I need my gun. Because I talk way too much shit. I'm pulling up, and some bitch about to damn near walk to my car like, hey, excuse me, who you here for? I'm like, me. And like, walked away like, bitch, if you don't back the fuck up, who is you? Like, I don't like that, y'all. I don't like that shit. Why is you walking up on my car? You don't fucking know me. Like, ugh.
How did you come in here?
Yeah.
She's trying to get served.
With what?
Some drugs.
With this fucking piece. Like, bitch.
Who you here for? Nita? Oh, that's me. I need that. You got
America.
that 3-5 for me?
Charlie Ray.
3-5.
She
Charlie
thought she
Ray.
was picking her
Trying
up.
to get a little.
She thought she was an Uber.
You want that crack? Maybe she thought you was an Uber.
All right. She
I
thought
don't
She
fuck
was
with that. Don't.
really
And
willing
first
to
off,
take
I'm
that
on.
range
First off, I'm on 7
for some
Mile,
change.
and you walking up some. I don't know
Casey,
you.
Casey said she paid $30 for her divorce.
$30?
yeah.
She walked out of there with a value pack of mac and cheese,
What's that?
Because she got
a
married
pair,
at the
a pair of
McDonald's
Crocs
cash
and
register.
some,
That's why.
and some McDonald's
She got
gift
married at
cards.
White Castle. You know how they had them in the wings at White Castle? Yeah, she had the coupon. She went back like, yeah, let me
It
get my
might
refund.
cost you
They put
$500.
honey
It might
mustard
cost you
on the top of the cake.
$1,000.
Yeah, I guess,
But
I
that's-
guess it
that's-
They
varies.
got some good honey mustard.
But that
too.
don't. That's not a lot of money just
Shit
to
fire.
tell somebody to get
Really
this.
God.
Everybody don't know. Trouble. This shit is fire.
The reception was full of
Okay.
empty White Castle boxes.
Oh, my
Bitches
goodness.
everywhere.
What are y'all talking about?
Mozzarella sticks.
Nobody has no fucking idea.
What are y'all talking about?
Y'all- they
Meanwhile,
said he said she got married at White Castle,
Oh, I'm like,
But
what?
we just saying that the reception was
creating
everything.
a scenario. You know, here comes the
They had
bride,
mozzarella sticks.
and he proposed to her with a chicken ring.
probably.
Probably.
I like that for her.
With a chicken ring.
Okay.
Man, shit, if
Crazy.
it's only gonna cost her $30 to get divorced. Good luck with that.
I mean, hey.
But here, all right. I'm gonna read this last part
Caught it
again,
early.
because we were talking.
Stop it right now.
Yeah, that's probably what it
You
is.
got an annulment.
But here goes just this last part. We were talking about the pros of say living together versus getting married. Now, this last part I thought was sort of kind of interesting from the song. Basic Music Song of the Week, Barbara Mason, Shacking Up. It says, she got papers on her man that she hardly ever sees. I ain't got no papers on my man, but I got my man here with me. Now,
So who's starting
I
on
think
who?
the
That's
thing.
this
Well,
dumb.
I don't necessarily think that it's a matter of stunting on nobody. I think it's a matter of perception.
I'm lucky I got my fake engagement ring because I do wear it sometimes. That's
Wow.
She said she did it with she said she did it with Michigan Legal Help and did a low income waiver. Okay.
Well,
Mr. Moral Support
Hey, well
said
look,
it didn't
if
cost.
you in the market right now, Casey, I got $30. You know what I'm saying? We could try it out.
fuck it.
She cute as hell. We could try it out. I got $30.
Sometimes I hate it here. So Mr. Moral Support said
cheaper than
it,
it's cheaper than the 40 ball. I got the 30 ball.
Happy, what you
So
say?
what did Mr. Moral Support
Save
say?
$10 to get married.
What did Mr. Moral Support say?
he said it didn't cost him for his either. So it doesn't cost that much. I think that's people's perception. Like, oh, it's gonna be messy, but it's a lot of, and respectfully, people, America, it's a lot of broke people that worry about rich people stuff. Like, that stuff not gonna happen to you, bro. That's not gonna happen to you, sis. You
No,
ain't
I'm
even
not
got
talking
nothing
about-
like that.
I'm
I'm
not
going to get him to
talking
sign a prenup and you ain't got
You
signed
ain't-
prenup money.
Yeah, I'm not. And
you
I'm
just
not,
got hangs her way.
I'm not
That's all
talking
you
about,
bring into the
I'm
relationship.
not talking about
I want all the pros from the pit bull
Yeah,
puppies.
no, I'm not
Nigga, she
talking
ain't
about
getting
taking
nothing.
half or nothing.
No, but I'm just
All I'm saying
Damn.
is this, and actually, like the figure that I quoted, that was a just looking it up. That was like the very first But I mean, hey, if people got their life hacks, God bless them. But about the quote from the song, I don't think that it's nobody flexing on nobody else. I just think that it's stating a matter of perhaps perception and a matter of fact. A lot of people get married for the wrong reasons, find themselves in these, marriages with this person in this house, an unhappy home, but the only thing that they have to say for themselves is, I got a ring. I'm married. Meanwhile, the couple next door, ain't no papers, ain't no rings, but they good. They living their life and they're happy. I think that was
if you ask me. But it's 2 levels of stupid there to me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't just marry somebody just to say I'm married, and don't spend years with somebody and y'all don't get married. I don't understand that concept.
It's been going on for a long time.
I know, but
I remember back in the day, niggas used to get married when one nigga 15, other nigga 16. Them niggas used to be together forever. I'm talking about
exactly
high school.
But,
11 and 12.
Yeah, they used to get married out of high school.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
But,
so that concept of being stupid been around for a while.
No, but they, I don't know. It's just the glue. Where's that glue at? And
no
I think
foundation,
a lot of us don't have that glue that keeps the relationship together.
Okay, let me ask this question. Marriage ain't necessarily the glue.
I didn't say that.
No. I'm not saying you are, but I think what winds up happening is a lot of people figure that that's the glue
not
when
the
you
fix.
say that's what it is, and people figure that's how the whole concept of shacking up became so taboo, because people figure if you're not married, then it's something wrong, and long-term relationships are frowned upon.
I had a super long-term relationship.
No.
Did you?
Hell yeah, like damn near 10 years for real.
Wow, what happened?
She started talking about marriage.
And you didn't like
Out
that?
of it.
And you didn't like that?
There we go. Living together versus getting married. There it is.
And you know what? I'm gonna tell you, as a woman.
Well, her family was really pressuring it. It was more so them than her.
But as a woman, I would be completely pissed off because I could be dating you, him, and him if that's the case. If none of y'all niggas want to get married, why the fuck am I being exclusive to any of y'all?
Yeah, because
I need to know that because I'm gonna have a smorgasbord.
Marriage isn't even like
a goal for you.
Yeah.
It may not.
Yeah.
I might be in love with this
That's
one.
the whole point of being in a relationship with somebody who has the same goals.
Goals, right? Sure. So, but if we're cool with not being married, that's cool. But don't be with me the whole time, and then as soon as I say, "Well, what about marriage?" and you like, "Well, f you." That's why
I didn't say f you. It's more so like is you got to consider. Just as well as it's important to you, you got to think that it may not be as important to your partner. So you got to think about it like this. This is how I look at it. Marriage is the business aspect of love, just as, and I don't want to offend you because I know you're going to get mad at me. As church, I think, in my opinion, it's the business aspect of religion.
It is, definitely.
You can praise God at home for free.
It definitely is.
You go to church, it's going to cost you something. but you know what I'm saying? Like, same thing with love. That ring is not going to change my level of commitment. It's not going to change the way I look at you, the way I love you, how I feel about you. I'm going to be the same nigga with or without a ring.
You felt like that was an ultimatum being placed over on you.
In a way, yeah, absolutely.
So that's what the exit for, because like you're not going to put pressure on me, because it's like it's almost like this is the reason why a woman should never propose to a man, because it's not a proposal. It's an okay, so her family is pressuring him. It's the same thing. You're giving me an ultimatum because you're telling me to do this or else. Like, what happens if I don't? I'll just leave.
Really quickly, was that something that was discussed?
I was just about to say that
during the beginning. But I'm sorry, beginning time. Okay,
because
y'all remember,
she got one of them religious like families.
Okay, y'all remember the whole Michael B. Jordan and the Lori Harvey shit, right? When like he wanted more of a commitment, he wanted to like basically he wanted to marry this bitch.
Off of, like not even a year into
but
the relationship.
But he wanted to marry her. And she like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, she like, nigga, you tripping.
Like, you're doing a lot.
I don't even know you, nigga.
Regardless of
Just
anything,
lick my butt.
it's like some things should be discussed. Like, it should be talked about.
What
and if
is
it's
it?
not
Right.
why is it not
don't
talked
put
about?
the pressure. Don't create a situation where it's an ultimatum. You
Yeah,
put pressure on the
absolutely.
person
But it's
to
just
where
like
it's
when
do
you're
this or else. Type
yeah,
shit.
absolutely. But if you still if we're dating or even if we're exclusively boyfriend and girlfriend, whatever, and the conversation comes up, then it's just like, hey, like, how do you feel?
It should be a conversation. It should be.
How
nothing
do you
wrong
feel
with
about
it.
that? But then again, what do you do if like
How
that
do
guy
you-
actually want to get married?
How do you transition?
Yeah, I
It-
actually want to get married, and
But-
it's like he doesn't. But it's like I have this committed relationship with this man that
I got
loves
an
me.
answer
and
for
that's
that too.
But I
that,
got-
that's
'Cause
my
I don't
whole
want to
point.
be. I don't want to be back out.
My
to the
whole
street.
point
But see,
is why be exclusive to anybody if your goal personally is not to get married.
Nobody's goal is not to get married.
You just said
I didn't say my goal wasn't to get
Hold on,
married.
whoa.
It's
And,
that
hey,
person,
and that's
with
not
that
necessarily
person. I just
true
don't see
either.
it with that person. That's the thing.
And it's also not
So why be
necessarily
exclusive?
true 100%
Yeah, what's the
that
point of being with that
everybody's
person?
goal is
Right.
to get married.
Exactly.
That's not
Exactly.
everybody's goal.
Everybody's not goal. Some people
Right.
don't want to get married. Period.
But my thing is
Right.
this. Well, it's at that point, and this sort of kind of speaks to what Trouble was saying, which is also why we having the topic. My level of commitment to you may very well be A1 with or without the nuptials. So if that is true, and you're going to get from me everything that you would get whether we're married or not, minus say a ring and paying for a blood test and a marriage license, what's the problem? That's why I'm asking what's the pros, and we are actually going, y'all talking about the cons of it.
Yeah.
I think it winds up being a matter of perspective as far as what's really your goal. Is your goal to have a real productive relationship, a healthy relationship for the rest of your life with somebody? Or does it have to be under this title?
It eventually.
I mean-
in my opinion, it kind of it should be for the long run of how life work. Nigga, if you die, I don't have a say in shit. I can't. I'm your special
Not just-
friend.
I was
I'm
just
your
about to say-
girlfriend.
Not just
I was just about to
Like in
say-
the long run, I get it. It doesn't really fully matter, but eventually
does.
the shit
I mean,
The
it-
business-
no,
matter.
no.
Listen,
Actually, in
though.
Michigan, that's not right.
Right before you
Listen,
got
common
here,
law
Charles,
marriage
was the
here.
point I was
Everybody
gonna
can
make.
sing at the
Listen,
same time and I talk.
Okay,
Come
but
on.
wait, right before you got here, all of the stuff that you're talking about, the eventually that you alluding to, guess what? You can literally put it on paper that when it comes time to it, you get exactly
Yeah.
what you get if
But
you were
don't-
married.
I was
Don't
gonna
people
say,
attest?
The
Go
benefit of it, I think, is majority for the woman. Like, and that what she just said is part of the mentality I think that drives that theory, because that's what a lot of women say. Oh,
Security.
Well, I don't want to be. I don't want
Yes.
to be the special friend in the obituary. Like you know what I mean. That alone means more to you than anything, because
But
like
not-
you said,
It's
we
not
can
that
sign you up for everything in regards
But
to
people
leaving
could
you shit.
attest it. You have family.
Yeah.
Not
it's-
even
it's-
my granddad, his special friend, she got his entire estate. They was together
Yeah,
for
but
like 13
who
years.
attested it?
I mean, you couldn't.
You
They
couldn't,
common
because
law
if he put it
marriage.
in- if he put it in
that's-
paper, then
no, they
nobody
looked
can
at it
attest
common
it.
law marriage in probate court. They look at her as his wife.
Right.
They've been together for 13 years as
And I'm
friends,
talking
as
about
lovers.
If that be the case,
That shit trumped
you take it
all
a
his
step
kids.
further. You take it a step further, and you get that shit inked out. Guess what? It's inked out.
But
and,
this-
and really ain't too much contesting.
Okay, well this is what's funny to me. Okay, so I get what you're saying, but you got so many aspects of different paperwork you got to fill out. You got to go sign this instead of just getting a damn document. Go down to the county and get
Like,
a marriage certificate
I just don't understand.
and just
why,
do that.
I don't
Like
understand-
what the hell
I don't understand like the hassle of why
of doing
is
all
it-
of that?
Yeah, I don't get
That's
it.
retarded.
Because it's because I'm not saying I'm not talking. Fuck the wedding. I'm not talking about the wedding.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
talking about the fucking marriage. I'm not even talking about the weak ass ring that come with the shit. I'm just talking about the marriage, the paper. So I'm not understanding what's
here's-
If
the
you
issue.
can get all
If
these
you could- if you
papers
could
to
get
take care of all of
done,
that.
And
What is
here's
the
here's why I think that it's actually becoming more popular for a lot of people to just live together and do it one way versus actually.
not living with nobody
getting
if we ain't married.
Well, okay.
That's
But
retarded.
guess what? The
That is retarded. I'm
opposite
not doing it
end.
either.
The opposite end of it is
Fuck.
this. On the fallout, it's easier to get out of it.
Everybody is hoping for the fallout.
No.
Or working towards the fallout.
What is the
And-
point of
and-
saying
planning
it,
for
though?
the
What is the
fallout.
point of saying
But
it?
the
You
thing-
obviously
but guess
expect
what?
Planning for the
working
fallout.
toward- You're planning
Except
for it.
for, I didn't
You're-
say that the shit was cool.
You're
but I'm just
manifesting the
telling you.
fallout.
No, but
I'm
that's
just
what we're
telling
saying.
you
We're saying
why-
you're
manifesting
planning
the
I'm
for the
just
fallout.
telling
fallout.
you why one
Right.
is perhaps preferred more than the other. Because in the event, I'm not saying that you're hoping for it, not saying that you're expecting it to come, but in the end, if it does, then it's easier to get out of one than it is to get out
That's
of
what
the other.
prenuptial agreements are for if you do get married. So it's just like it's not
Same
like they're
thing.
hoping for a downfall, but like if things, you can't just bet on this 100% like it's going to work. Things
So
happen.
then get married and have your prenup. If that's the case, you still can get married and do all the stuff y'all
I
talking
don't
about.
see. This is the thing. Marriage. I don't think the reason why people are afraid of marriage is because of loss of property after the breakup.
These motherfuckers
I think.
broke.
I think the thing is. I
ain't
think
got
the thing.
money.
I think the
Shit,
thing
majority
is.
of the breakups is about money. So shit.
This is the thing though. I think I shared a video the other day, and I think Steve Harvey explained it
What's Steve's?
excellently. Like it's in the best way. I should just pull a video. The best way I can think of how he explained it. He
What'd he
said
say?
basically for women, marriage is a goal thing. He said women have a biological clock. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh,
Women do.
by 30 I need to be, I need to be married. I need to have 2 kids. I need to have this. I need to have that. And by the time they get to that age, if they haven't accomplished that goal, then the clock is ticking. They start to put the pressure on whatever dude they deal with. But he said marriage is more goal oriented for women, and it's more financial based for men. Men are okay with marriage, but as a man and a provider, if your bag is not correct and you know that you can't provide in the way that you want to, marriage is not an option. You're going to be more obsessed with your grind and getting your money up than you're going to be with loving that woman and being her all and everything.
Meanwhile,
So it's like
my
it's not
ovary is
necessarily
dried up.
it's not necessarily you might got to. You
My
know what I'm
ovary
saying?
is dried up because I'm waiting.
you
Because
might
I'm
gotta-
waiting to get married.
you
to
might
have
gotta
a fucking kid.
you might gotta have a high risk
Which I'm
pregnancy
not.
at 43 or 44.
Which I'm
You
not.
might gotta have a high risk pregnancy, but
That's
you know
both him.
to who the kid,
my-
probably the kid, because he gonna come out a little, but you gonna be good. He gonna be a little fucked up.
I gotta take care of that little
You know what I'm
motherfucker.
saying? You gonna love him though. You gotta love him the
see?
same. But
What up,
I
though,
I
Julian?
agreed to that. I was like,
Mama.
man, with men, the reason why men tend to, because as a man, you know the woman that you love, the woman you want to be with, but in the same aspect, in the same breath, if you know I can't financially provide in the way I want to, then marriage might not make sense to you, because as a man, it means a lot more than just a ring and just being locked in and not cheating on her.
I ain't gonna
It's
hold
like,
you
man,
up
I wanna-
because I want that big ass wedding in fucking Hawaii. So if your pockets are not straight, then absolutely we don't have to.
But
get
That's
you know
why
what?
niggas go the other way. That's why niggas go the
have to
other
get
way.
married.
You get some live-in dingling with you. Nigga come over, pull up, he bring his game system in there and
Hey,
sit
look,
there,
right,
eat all
we
your
can-
food
Hey,
up.
we can shack up as long as we fucking want to. As long as you got your crib, I got mine.
That's
we don't
it.
have to. We don't have
That's
to live
it.
together, baby.
That's
You got.
it.
We
But
go
see,
in our
that-
separate corners.
That's my
Separate
whole.
I'm
corners.
cool with that shit.
That's
I'm
my whole
cool
point.
with that. Go home.
I
You want to
get-
go home? I come over. I got key. You got key. We're good. I love it.
I ain't giving nobody no key.
But-
Now that's a little,
but-
that's
I
excessive.
love it here.
That's
But
excessive.
but my whole point
Shit,
is
I'm in
I
that
agree
bitch.
I agree with what he's saying to a certain extent, even with the biological clock. So like somebody like me, I want to get married again. I can't have no kids. So me getting married just so I can have some kids, I already got my son. I'm good. I enjoy being in a exclusive long-term relationship.
You could do that
So,
without a ring though,
I could do that without a ring, but I'm not doing it without a ring because why?
because it's your goal.
Okay.
You know
I
what
mean,
I'm
it's
saying?
a goal of yours.
But see, it's just
it's
like
important
I'm
to
not
you, but
going
a relationship is about y'all, not you.
exactly.
So you gotta
I will
figure out
be
what's
with
important to
somebody,
both of y'all.
I like when
Exactly.
trouble talk spicy.
But
Okay,
my
trouble.
whole point is, I'm not dumb enough to be with a nigga.
It's not about
that
being
don't,
dumb.
No,
It's
no.
about
to
being
me-
considerate.
No,
It's
no,
not
no,
about
no,
being
no,
mean,
no.
though.
And when
That's serious.
I
It
say
ain't being
that,
dumb.
to me that doesn't make sense. To me, and when I
I
say
get
dumb,
that.
I don't mean it trying to be disrespectful.
Yeah.
It means that you're not thinking straight. I'm not trying to hook up with Hank.
see,
So-so.
you can't say-
If so-so is not, if he tells me, look, I don't want to get married. Marriage ain't in my.
But you say, look. But
and
if
I
you say,
wanna
look,
get-
I don't want no more kids. I
All
don't
right.
want to have no kids. He gotta just be like, okay.
No. He don't have to be okay.
So
that's what I'm saying.
So
that don't
everybody
make
has
sense.
a preference, so it doesn't make you stupid or
No. I'm
it's
saying
like,
being with somebody, attaching yourself to somebody
That doesn't
who
want the
goals
same
is
thing
not the
as
same
you.
as you.
Okay, so
if
listen.
I don't want
alright.
to. Yeah, that don't make sense to me.
We all agree on that. Yeah, being in a relationship with somebody that's not like-minded on
Anything.
whatever it is, yeah, that's not a good move. But here's my question, and I want to start here at this point. The concept of marriage. People want to get married, and I oftentimes nowadays I just wonder what is the real reason as to why that is so in the forefront of their mind. And keep this in mind, I want to get married eventually.
So what is your reason?
You talking about eventually? You ain't got a lot longer, brother.
Like I said before.
Hell of a lot.
God
You
damn
hanging
it.
around 28, 29,
He's
nigga?
72.
You better get to it.
He's 72.
You better get on the good foot.
Okay,
What the
hold on.
fuck is he?
Okay, no.
I know what he
Too
waiting
late
on.
now.
Okay,
Keep
so wait.
on churning, brother.
Wait.
AARP card.
No, but on some
Better
real
get on the
shit.
midnight
I
train
want
to
to get added
Georgia.
to your insurance, damn
No,
it.
on some real shit. No, seriously. On some real shit.
Get on there.
Fuck y'all.
Okay.
But no, all I'm saying is this. And my reasoning, you asked my reasoning.
I did.
My reasoning is because I was conditioned to think that way. That's the reason. When I really sit and go down the line as to why I have it in the forefront of my mind to get married or want to be married.
That's a good
it's
point.
Because I was conditioned
That's a
that way.
good point.
When the logic kick in, I get to thinking to myself, like,
It makes sense.
if I find somebody and all is good and so forth and so on, is it really necessary for me to walk down the aisle and say I do?
You know, that's how I feel when people bring that K word near me. Because I'm conditioned to think so. Fuck them kids. I'm straight. I don't want that. I don't think I want that. For me.
Okay,
It's
so-
the same difference. It's the same
and you're
fucking
So what?
Absolutely right.
So where's the compromise then? You deal with a nigga that want a whole bunch of kids,
I'm
right?
a-
He love you like he
we're
look.
gonna-
Let's say this. Let's say this.
We're gonna make
Pause,
sure,
pause,
right? For
pause,
real,
look.
we make sure we had that conversation. Why you not doing
Pause. So look, let's say he love you like you want him to. He give you everything you want him to do. He coming with the whole marriage goal. You want to get married, girl? I'm gonna get married. Let's get married. Whoa. But I want a big family. I want 10 kids. You don't want any. Where's the compromise?
At the
Because
end of
this
the
is
day, I'm
this is
willing
this
to-
is this is
if-
wait. Because this is what a lot of niggas do. They forget that relationships are two-way streets. It's not just
Absolutely.
all about what you want. Or you
Absolutely.
got to consider what that nigga want too.
Absolutely. That's
So
why,
what do you do in that situation?
That's why the situation at the beginning, what Happy was talking about, when the goals align, baby. If you already got outside kids and you coming in,
That's
with
not
me,
the situation. we talking about this one.
I'm telling. And I'm
Don't
telling
try to.
and me and it'll be up. It's unfortunate, but it'll be up because if I don't want kids, man, you know about the. I don't.
So
want
you would
that
dip.
Shit.
You would dip on dog.
I'm gonna have to. I don't
Okay.
want those.
Okay.
And at the end of
Okay.
the day,
So
because real talk.
It's the
because,
same
like,
scenario, but it's. I'll just making sure it's
Yeah,
the same
'cause real
scenario
talk-
as a girl coming saying, "Hey,
Yeah.
I want to get married." You say, "I don't," and then
don't.
I
Exactly.
dip.
It's the same
Okay.
fucking
And that's
difference.
Okay.
And that,
I'm
it is.
good, baby.
That's what everybody keep the same
Hey,
energy.
look,
is
I'm
on.
sad. I'm sad
All
as
of
hell.
it-
I love to hear, but I can't.
Okay.
All
I
of
don't
it,
want to get
all of it
pregnant, baby.
intertwines because I've met some really dope guys
Yeah.
who told me, yeah, I still want to have a son and this, and I'm like, yeah, we cool, we can just, you can text me sometime, but that's it, because I can't have kids, and that's at the end of the day, that's usually one of the first few conversations we have when we talk. One, I'm letting a man know when he approach me and we vibe and I want to go out with you. And look, I'm looking for something exclusive, something long term. My end goal is marriage. So if that's not something you want, don't waste your time. Don't brush your bread. Don't do none of that.
And that brings us right back
Don't talk
because
to me.
one thing for sure, the concept of I don't want to have kids. There's a whole nother facet to that part. Than the getting married versus being in the long-term relationship without the ring. Those two are a little bit closer.
No. Marriage and kids are a commitment. Either way,
That's not
to
what
death,
hold
to death
on,
do you
stop.
part
That's not what I'm saying.
on the both of them.
That's not what I'm saying. With regards to
No, I'm saying it is, but
regards
that's
to
what I'm like, no.
relationships, you're going down the wrong road. That's not what I'm saying.
That's a
No,
relationship.
But the
listen,
kid,
With your
With the
listen
kid, it is,
first before you respond. with regards to the conversation about someone who wants to get married versus somebody who doesn't, those the paths cross a little bit closer or parallel a little bit closer than the people where there's one who wants to have kids and one who doesn't.
No, it's the same thing. I was speaking of compromise.
I get it, and you're right on that. But what I'm saying is, you can get closer in the compromise with regards to somebody who wants to get married versus somebody who doesn't, versus somebody who wants kids and somebody who doesn't. That's like if I smoke and you in the car with me and you asthmatic. Well, the compromise is I just don't smoke. That's what that is.
That's a terrible analogy.
That's what it is.
That was terrible.
Hold on. That
was absolutely terrible.
With somebody who
Not what I was saying.
That's what it is with somebody who doesn't want kids. There's
about
no
the principle,
no,
not the
no,
details.
Listen,
man.
There's no.
listen,
hold
listen.
on, let me finish.
I'm
There's-
saying in a
hold
marriage, it's got to
on.
be something in it for me too. As for the woman, you get the
Trouble,
security
you're
of
missing-
having me forever.
Trouble.
Right? If
You're
I say I
missing
want
my
kids-
point. Hold on. You're missing my point. I don't disagree with what you're saying.
Okay. It
What
didn't sound
I'm
like that.
saying
Okay.
is
All right.
this: the difference between somebody who wants kids and somebody who doesn't.
Okay.
The gulf of difference is way wider than somebody who wants to get married and somebody who doesn't want to get married but is still willing to be in a long-term relationship.
Oh, you saying like
Commit.
the kid is more of an end game? Like
It's
it's
yeah,
over
that's
with.
way
It's over
more
with.
of an end game.
It's over with.
Yeah.
Well, I
Way
think it
more.
depends. I think it
With
depends.
the compromise, and I kind of get what he's saying because
Now, I
at the
feel
end
like
of the day,
he just manipulated the whole.
Okay, so if me and my
No.
dude, if I say,
No.
yeah, I want to
That
get
was no.
married, I
No.
want to get married. I love
Hold
you.
on.
That was no.
I actually kind of understood what he was saying.
Charlie,
though.
Got
Go
your
ahead.
ass. I ain't going for it. I got
He did.
two
He
balls
got
between my lap. Nigga. I ain't
Okay,
going for
so
that.
Charlie, go
That's
ahead.
cool.
Just manipulated that whole shit. Just
Charlie,
now.
go ahead.
No, because it's like at the end of the day, like he's basically saying that if you're with someone that doesn't want kids and you want kids, it's like, hey, look, you don't want kids, you're not changing your mind. Fuck it, we gotta break up. It's over with.
Uh-huh.
Versus somebody like, hey, I want to get married. Well, I don't want to get married. Then it's like, okay, well, we've been good this whole time. I might as well stick it out with you. We've been straight. I love it here. I love you. My family loves you. Like everyone loves you. I love you. I might as well.
Y'all moving the goalposts.
Nope. Your opportunity to change.
It's the same
your
level of
opportunity
commitment.
to
It's the same level of
change-
commitment. See, only reason why y'all see a difference is because, like you said in the beginning in the conversation, y'all kind of committing to some shit, or you want it in the front door, leaving the back door cracked, like just in case I can get up out of here.
With a kid, ain't no leaving the back door crack.
Pause. With a marriage, ain't no leaving the back door crack.
Sure
Because
it is.
you supposed to be with a
You
motherfucker
shouldn't.
too.
It shouldn't
That's what
be.
I'm saying.
It
So you just
shouldn't
proved
be.
my
It
point.
shouldn't.
But
It
it
That's the
shouldn't
reason
be.
why your mindset is that way, because you got the back door open.
It's
And that's the
technically
reason
With a
why-
motherfucker, when you marry, you supposed to marry one motherfucker. That's it. You ain't supposed to just be out here shopping marriages and that one didn't work. Try this one like a used car or some shit. Like
Right.
the BMW or the engine blew on that one. I'm gonna just go give me a
Absolutely.
But
Maserati
that's
now.
the mentality.
You're supposed to
that
marry
still
one
has
motherfucker
marriage
till
up.
death do you part. It's
Yeah,
supposed to be a
sure.
life-term
Absolutely
commitment.
agreed.
Period.
except
Same
for-
as children.
Sure,
It's
absolutely.
the same thing.
But guess what? You can't divorce your kid. You can't just say you can't unhave
You
the
shouldn't
kid.
just divorce
You shouldn't be
your wife
thinking about
or
divorcing your wife.
husband.
Or your,
I agree.
exactly.
And guess what? I agree.
It's a commitment.
But
A commitment is a
motherfucker, I didn't make
commitment.
the
Let me
rules.
tell you
can't.
something.
No, you're
Okay,
bending
okay,
the
let
rules
me-
right now. You're
can-
trying to bend
Not
it.
even.
Okay.
Yeah, you is.
Let me
Is
give y'all
divorce
this.
real?
Let me give y'all this.
Divorce is happening.
Abortion's real, so what the fuck are we killing
No,
children
you can't.
too?
You can't abort a kid that's already here.
I'm just saying, but you shouldn't
can't do
abort a
it.
marriage that's already
I agree.
committed to.
Already
But
locked
but
in.
it happens.
Okay, I
It's a
get
different.
that.
It's
I
a,
get
the
that.
difference is can't and shouldn't. Right?
Thank
There
You
you go.
can't do it
Thank
with
you
your
very
kid,
much.
and you saying that you shouldn't, but you can. It's a
And you
possibility.
can.
No.
You can
I'm
do it
speaking.
with
I'm
your
speaking
kids,
to the
too.
level of commitment. It's the same
You can
level.
get
Of,
rid
the
of your
reason why
kids.
marriages don't work because they don't understand
And-
that. People
right.
go into marriages not understanding that it's a
Agreed.
life. It's a
Time.
commitment.
Agreed.
not-
And
I'm
that's
giving
how-
you. Listen. I'm giving you
That's
the rest of my life.
It's supposed to be
That's
death.
not-
I'm giving you the rest of
no
my
matter
life.
what. It's supposed
Yeah.
to
So
be.
Real
so
shit,
so
that's
listen.
not what
As a
he was
man.
saying.
Absolutely.
As
And
a man, I'm saying
hold
if I
on,
give you
Mark
the rest
just
of my
hit it
life, I should be
on
able
the-
to get something in the
Mark just hit it on the head.
That's not what you was
There
saying.
is
At all.
there is should and there is can.
Right. Okay.
Should it be what Trouble is saying? Yes, I agree with you. That's exactly how it should. Reality is not necessarily like that. On the converse, with regards to you have a kid, the kid's here. Ain't no giving it back. You
No,
can't
but you
undo
can
it.
put it up for adoption.
And
You can give
say-
it away.
And you could definitely be a dad.
Y'all can
But-
co-parent. Y'all can do a whole
Yeah,
lot of
but
shit.
it's a
There's a
whole
lot of
lot-
options
it's
to
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
options.
shit.
And guess what? The
It
kid is
is.
still gonna be
You
here.
can put that nigga on the firefighter
And the kid is
forefront
still
on the
gonna
step
be
and leave
here.
him right.
Yeah, and the marriage is still
Still
you
gonna be
still
there
the-
too.
Well,
right.
no, the marriage. As soon as
But
we
that's
say I
still
don't,
your
it's
ex-wife,
not.
and that's still your
And
ex-husband.
guess what? And
But
it's
my
done.
whole point is, okay, I just wanted to make this point. I was listening to Michelle Obama, and she was saying that she, when being married to Barack, that she had literally a whole her herself had
I
a
saw this
10-year
Where she didn't like him.
season where she just didn't like, but she didn't leave her husband
She
'cause
understand
didn't-
marriage.
Right. I mean, you're not gonna always like it there.
Facts.
It ain't gonna
Facts.
always be easy.
Facts.
You're gonna have seasons where the finances may not be where
Mm-hmm.
it's supposed to be. Y'all going down to. I'm taking up this and you taking up that, and y'all we don't see each other. You working and we do. The kids are in the way. It's gonna be stuff like that.
Sure.
But right now in society says, "Oh, if I don't like you today, and I done went 2 or 3 weeks
I got a
without
question.
liking."
I
I
bet you
believe-
finna ask the same.
Oh,
thing
hold
I
on,
was
hold on,
finna
hold on,
ask.
hold on, hold on. Let her finish. Go ahead and finish, because I feel like
No,
you was
no,
finna
no.
say some shit. She
No,
was just getting to the fire.
But she said the
She
fight.
was
Okay.
getting some-
Why did you get a divorce?
I got a divorce because my
It was
ex-husband.
an unreconcilable
Put the
difference.
fire
It was
right?
an irreconcilable difference. Right. But my whole point, me not liking you right now is not But I'm saying people are getting divorces
Right.
not because
People
the
don't have
wife
stick-to-itiveness.
is out. Right.
Your situation proves so
Let me
right.
let me
Because
ask.
it's a possibility that like people don't
It is
stick
what
it
it
out.
is.
A lot
People
of
don't
stuff is
stick
a
it out.
possibility.
Stick-to-itiveness
Yeah.
is definitely
stick it out at
happy.
all.
I agree with you 100%.
People don't even stick out
Stick-to-itiveness
motherfucking regular
is the
relationship shit.
reason, right? And that's exactly.
I do.
Hold on, but that's exactly, Charlie. That's
I mean, I do
exactly
as well.
what I
I'm
was.
in there
Gonna,
too
that's
long.
exactly what
I'm
I was
in
going
there
to
too
say, though, Charlie.
Yeah.
People don't stick it out in regular relationships.
People
so
don't do a lot of shit
hold
they
on, but
should do
if people
anyway,
don't stick
so
it out,
we
if
ain't
people
about to
don't
go
stick
there.
it out in regular relationships, people not sticking it out in marriages.
People not
Then,
sticking out with they fucking kids.
so
either.
does it really
end of the day.
does it really make a difference then whether you get married or
No,
live
if
together?
you're one of those
Th-
pieces
if
of
it
shit.
doesn't,
No,
if it doesn't, if you're not sticking
I
it
just
out here, if
personally,
you're not sticking it out
if
there,
that's your goal and your goal aligns with the other person, then yeah, go for it. Y'all just
Yeah,
work
but
towards
if-
marriage.
if-
But
if
it
it's
don't,
not,
it don't.
then-
If I get with somebody that wants kids and I don't, I'm sorry, baby, we gotta part ways. I gotta go. You need to
That-
go too because
surely.
I fuck with you enough to where I want the best for you. So with that being said, I can't give
He
you what the
said
fuck
you
you
need to
want.
go too.
I can't
want
give
the
you what
best
the
for
fuck
you,
you
man.
want. Like,
Oh, good
Use
old,
your
I want the
fucking
best for
head.
you, man.
right.
I got a hog tie, people.
Yeah, bye bye.
She ain't hog tied no
Hey,
day.
Hey
it's
guys,
all love, but I can't give you
we
that.
gonna have to wrap this up, and we might have to come back with another.
Hold on, we
piece to
definitely
this.
know
We can go with a part
that.
two and bring some
Hold on, we definitely know
Gotta be on time,
that
though.
you got.
yes,
See
sir.
there, I tried.
Mark,
I tried to skate by it, Charlie. Listen, we definitely
you out
know
cold.
that you need to find yourself with someone who has the same mentality. Your goals are aligned. I'm just gonna say this:
Don't say no
make
bull crap.
sure that you find somebody that you're aligned with, and if and when you do find that person, please have the right perspective to know that whether married or living together is supposed to always be about love. Period.
And compromise.
And
and compromise.
And working
Absolutely.
together. And sacrifice.
All of
Absolutely.
that.
And
That's-
accountability.
Yeah.
And structure.
Oh, you learned that word today.
I did, y'all. I'm being
Next
real.
week she's gonna spell
And
it.
if you can't do that, just stay
Yeah.
single and jack off.
I
That's
know
right.
That sounds like a really good spot to say, this is Face the Music.
It's time to say goodbye to all our new
Ladies and
girlfriends.
gentlemen, beat your meat.
I like that.
Meat to meat.
Hey, me to me.
That's
Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile